Hello and welcome to Sales Star On Demand, your guide to understanding coaching cards. To be a good leader, we need to constantly develop and coach our own sales teams. When they think back on their time working for you as their leader, will your salespeople remember you as a person who helped them to develop and to grow? Do you grow your salespeople to grow your sales? However, perhaps as a sales manager, we were never taught to coach our sales team. Could that be you? Or alternatively, maybe you're happy that you have the skills to coach your team, but you simply don't have the time. Maybe you get bogged down in day-to-day tasks like so many of us. Or alternatively, in spite of the will and the skill being there to coach your team, maybe you don't have the resources. Sales Star On Demand answers all of these challenges. Coaching is time efficient because On Demand is designed to be integrated into your sales meetings in small breakthrough sessions. No longer will you have to disrupt selling by taking your sales team away from their work to put them in the classroom for days at a time. Because these are short sessions, it's learning efficient. Short, ongoing sessions embed the skills. It's logistically efficient. Traveling to training venues and hotel expenses are a thing of the past. It's cost effective without the need for expensive trainers. And as for resources, On Demand wraps the tools around you to help you to become an outstanding leader, a super coach. These tools consist of a vast library of videos on the subject of sales training. Along with these videos comes an entire library also of coaching cards. Each coaching card discusses a different sales subject. These subjects vary from prospecting right through to closing and everything in between, consultative questioning, presentations, to name but a few. Your salespeople will have access to these videos and you will be given access to these coaching cards. Each coaching card consists of step-by-step instructions on how to conduct a coaching session successfully. Along with these coaching cards comes a set of companion slides which you can show during your coaching sessions. These slides in turn have embedded videos. In this video, our cast will demonstrate how to use one of these coaching cards. As a matter of fact, you're going to see card number 32 demonstrated. So download card number 32 and follow along and see how easy it is to run your own coaching session to become a super coach.
Hey guys, well thanks so much for your input from the sales meeting this week. Awesome results, great forecasts, really looking forward to seeing what happens over the next month. The next part of our session is the coaching part of our session. I know you're all going to enjoy that. So let's have a look at what we got on today. We want to review our actions from last week and have a look at how we got on. So Steve, can you tell me a little bit about your experiences in the last week? Did everyone get a chance to put into place those things we talked about?
Yeah, absolutely. It was really cool.
Yeah.
Just asking questions and having a different conversation with the customer than we've ever had before. It was great.
Cool. Okay. How about you, Colin?
Yeah, I was quite surprised how much we could actually learn about our customers by asking them questions. And once you started asking them questions, they were not only happy to provide the information, but you kept asking and they kept providing, and we've just learned so much more about our customers than I've ever done before. So it was really helpful, very insightful.
Great. Awesome. All right. So the next thing we want to talk about is I want to know who watched the video.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes?
Yeah.
You sure?
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. What I'm going to do now is we're going to have a 2-minute refresh of the video and we will go on to the next part. So let's have a look at that.
But it's when we get to tension questions that we intentionally create a thing called constructive tension. That is, we uncover problems and get them to tell us all about the problems. What are some examples of this? Examples may include, can you tell me what are the 3 most critical things impacting your business? And of those 3 things, which is the one that's keeping you up at night? Why did you select that particular area of concern? Have you had problems with that? Can you tell me more about that? Do you see how we identify problems and then we get expansion on the problems to get the customer to tell us more and to tell us more and to tell us more. That is intentionally creating tension. Did you notice the last example I used? Tell me more. 3 magic words to get the customer to open up and to tell you all about the issues. You can form an entire arsenal of tension questions.
Of course it is, but whenever you call them, how often do you call them?
Quite a few times, really. It's almost once a month.
Why is that?
Well, we sometimes have false alarms. Actually, we've had quite a few this year.
How many times would you say they've been out with these false activations?
I can tell you exactly. 10.
Over the last year?
Yep.
Well, so when this happens, is there an evacuation of just one part of the complex, or
No, the whole, all of us are outside.
a full evacuation?
No matter what the weather, could be 200 of us waiting for the fire brigade to give us the all clear.
So am I to understand that if there's a full evacuation, there's also a full shutdown?
Yep.
All right. So did that refresh you all on tension questions?
Yes.
Lovely. So the STAR pain funnel. The STAR acronym stands for the 4 different types of questions. And we need to ask those questions to fully uncover our customers' needs, wants, concerns, pain, or gain. So, Michelle, do you remember what the acronym STAR stands for?
I think it starts with situational and then tension, effect and result.
Mm-hmm.
Well done.
Yeah.
Yay, well done,
Very good.
awesome. Thanks, Michelle. So today's session is obviously about tension questions. Steve, can you tell me what are tension questions used for?
Tension questions are there to create an emotional response from the customer. To ramp up that. We've done the situation questions, the tension questions take it to the next level and start creating some pain.
Absolutely, absolutely. Pain or?
Or gain.
Yeah, fantastic. So, Colin, during the tension questioning process, is it okay to actually ask those emotive questions to uncover the prospect or the client's gain or pain?
Absolutely, it's the emotive questions that builds that tension, the emotive element of it. So that's part of the function of the tension questions is to get the emotional connection with the customer.
Lovely, thank you.
Absolutely.
All right, guys, so the next part of our coaching session today is the fun exercise. Who's ready for an exercise?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Sure.
You want to get up and get out of your seats in just a minute? So what I'd like you to do is head up a chart paper over here with tension questions. Steve, I'd like you to be the scribe.
Sure.
Great, thank you. And as a team, I would like you to come up with 6 tension questions. And these are questions that you can use in your work over the next week. All right, so understand? Okay,
Yep,
up
absolutely.
to there. Let's get into it.
Coaching cards are designed to be much more than just a chat. They're structured around the commonly used learning framework, instruction, practice, and feedback. Activities like this are an opportunity to work through the practice and feedback stages. This is where the real learning takes place. People learn by doing. This activity is particularly good because doing chart work physically gets them on their feet, creating a different level of energy in the room. And keeping the charts on the wall around the sales team's work area afterwards creates what we call peripheral learning. That is, salespeople will continue to absorb what is on the wall around them, even subconsciously, if it's left hanging there. Other activities include exercises in their workbooks and role practice. Let's listen in now as our sales manager debriefs their work and offers feedback.
Hey guys, thank you so much for your work on the chart. It looks great. We've got some awesome questions up there. So let's just run through them. So we have number 1, what's stopping you from achieving your goal? Great question. What's keeping you up at night? I know that one will certainly get an answer from most people. If you could change just one thing, what would it be? Why? Perfect question. Tell me more. Now, obviously, you've been watching those videos. You've seen Alex there. And number 6, how long has this been going on? I'm not going to sing the song.
Thank you.
All right. So thank you so much for your questions. Now, who can see themselves maybe using those questions?
Yeah, sure.
I think so.
All right. Well, that comes to the next part of our session today. In fact, it's the last part of our session today. What I'd like you to do in preparation for our meeting next week is to put into practice using these questions. I'd like each of you to use these questions or some questions like them over 3 client meetings over the next week. So can you tell me what sort of level of engagement and motivation do you think you're going to build? Colin?
Well, Catherine, as you know, I have a high need for approval. So I don't necessarily want to ask those questions that are going to make my prospect feel like I'm a pushy salesperson. But I can see how you could uncover more information, and particularly around things like, what's stopping you from achieving your goal or what's keeping you up at night. We can start to uncover those real pain points that the customer might have, and I've tended to avoid that in the past, and I think this might be an opportunity to try and change my approach. So I'll give it a go this week.
Awesome. Good on you, Colin. I'm really looking forward to hearing how you go on the next week with that. Thanks, Colin. So, guys, how about you? Do you think you'll be able to put that into practice over the next week?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Michelle?
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Great. All right. So, have an awesome week. Go out, use some tension questions, and I really look forward to meeting again next week, and we're moving on with our next session.
Awesome. Thanks,
Thank you.
Catherine.
Thanks.
Great.
It's good.
Did you follow that demonstration using your copy of the coaching card? Hopefully you can see how easy it is to be a super coach. All you have to do is follow the instructions step by step. We wish you all the best in your journey to become a super coach. Use the toolkit provided. Use it regularly. Grow your people to grow your sales.